we're recording. Duke, am I in the screen?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, welcome to Taylor Made for 3rd grade live drawing. But by the time you watch this, it won't be live. It will just be a video. Today we are drawing a Christmas tree. Please make sure your name is on one side of your paper and your paper is folded into 4s. If your paper is not yet folded into 4s, please fold your paper into 4s. If you have done that and you have your name, please flip it to the side without your name. That will be the front of the paper. Now I won't be on screen, but as long as you can see what's going on here, you're good. Now, since our last art project, did anybody go to college to become a professional artist?
No, I will.
No, but not yet. So I don't expect it to be a college level piece of art. If you've noticed, every art project we've done has turned out amazing and they all look different, and that's why I love them. So we're gonna start, and I like to stay down low so you can see up here. Come here, yellow person. Remember, wait for the magic word. When I say the G word, what's the G word?
Go.
So I'm gonna start, not at the top, but I'm almost at the top. I'm gonna come down a little bit. And I'm going to come down like this and almost touch the edge. Go. And then I want you to do the same thing on the other side. You don't have to wait for the G word for that. You can do it as I do it. They should be about the same height off the bottom, about. And then, bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not a straight line, but kind of a curved line, like that. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you don't have an eraser handy, you will need an eraser for this. Okay, the next part can be tricky. I don't like to brag, but I have been drawing stars since I was basically like 3 days old because I love stars. So I'm not gonna do mine here yet. I'm gonna do a couple stars right here to show you how. If you need to practice lightly on the back of your paper, you can. I do my stars like this. I actually didn't start doing stars like this until I was grown up. That was very difficult for me when I was young. So I would do this. And then Hassan, you won't add this star, buddy. And then I would take my eraser and I would just erase the middle, like that. Oops, just kidding. Like that. That's another way. Okay? If you want to do it like that, I'm going to go and do it up here. I did like a capital A, like that. I'm going to try to show you maybe, I don't want to say an easy way, but maybe not so difficult. And then put 2 little dots right there on the sides. And you'll know to connect this dot down to that point. Connect this point to that dot. And then you're going to connect the dots going across like that. I erased part of my tree. And then you'll use your eraser to erase the inside of the star. There you go. And there is your star.
That's what stars like a different height. That's so hard when you're trying to do it on a tree. I can do it really fast because I've just been doing stuff like that.
Some people thought when you see this on your work that I hand out to you that I've graded, I thought that was my autograph. That's just my sloppy star. That's when I'm grading papers fast. So if you see this on your paper, it's really not a star, but it's a Mr. Taylor sloppy star.
Yep.
All right, raise your hand if you're not quite ready for the next step. Okay, do you have a question?
I knew how to draw a star in first grade.
You did? That's awesome. Yes, Tatum?
I knew how to draw a star when I was in either first grade or kindergarten. One of those two. I was in first grade. I did like gosh.
Sweet nibs.
I was always the oldest in my class. Yeah, you got held back. I knew how to draw a star. I didn't get held back. It's not called being held back if you're not in
Here,
school.
do it like I showed you. I would do the capital A without the line across. 2 dots on the side. And then you connect the point to the dot. So do you have yours? And erase the innards. Everything on the inside.
Yeah, it's so hard when it's so little.
I know, yeah, it's smaller. Okay, now the next parts are a little bit tricky, but they're very, very similar. So if you can master this first one, each next step you'll be able to, it just gets a little bit bigger. The next step you're gonna go
How do you do that?
watch, I'll do it right here bigger. You just go, oh, I don't want to hear I can't. Say, I can't do that yet. So I just came out, went back in. Came out, but do it right here, not to the side. Went back in. Line out, back in.
I can't do this yet.
Will yours look exactly like mine?
No.
No, it shouldn't. I can't even make mine look exactly like mine again. And then you would come back up and erase that line.
There's quite a lot of erasing.
There is with this one.
I like it.
That looks wonderful. That looks great. Don't spend too much time on the star, baby. You can come back to the star. That looks good. That looks good. Now erase your lines on the inside. Make sure you erase the lines that you drew first on the inside. Come back to the star. I want you to do this part right now. You can come back and add the star later. Nice. Yep, nice. And then you have some on the bottom too if you want to do the other side first. I'm going to show you that as an example. Cord did his like this. He did the left side first. Then he was doing this side. And then if you want to come down and do that part, you can. But that's what we're doing for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So you're gonna do the next step's gonna do the same thing. Actually, hang on. Don't go yet. Wait for the G word. Theirs just comes down 1 and then, so it didn't even really go out to the sides. Down like that. And then when I erase my inside line, like that. Perfect. Yes?
Can we play the game whenever, if you see someone writing before you say...
Nope, that's cursive. Nice job. Yep.
Yeah, it's like when you said the bottom over there, it's like you're drawing teeth.
Yep. Next step, more of the same, only goes out a little bit wider.
Yes, finally.
Did you get it?
Got the star. Oh, that was annoying. Oh, yeah.
Okay, now you're ready for the tree part.
Hey.
I have 1, 2, 3 parts of my tree so far.
Took me a long
3 parts of my tree so far. That looks great.
These two are second.
That looks good. That's okay.
I forgot to erase the part.
Okay. When you have the first 3 pieces of the top of the tree drawn, give me a thumbs up so I can see where we're at. Okay? Okay, can you have your thumbs down? If you didn't just give me a thumbs up, please do when you get done so I know. In the meantime, I'll just smile, but you can't tell because I'm wearing a mask.
It kind of looks like you're a bald baby. Yeah, it kind of does because of light.
Makes me look like a bald baby.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it
Tell me.
does. Feel it when you look to the camera.
I'm not a bald baby.
When you look to the camera. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm about to move on to the next step. Just
It's okay. Bald baby be cute.
thanks, Jensen. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I forgot where we're at here. Next one. By now, your next piece should come down. Just mine's going to be a little bit below that middle line. Comes out a little bit below. See how mine comes just below. And then erase the inside line. P.S. In case you didn't hear me say, yes, you ready? Okay, do this one, buddy.
Go.
That one's done? Okay,
Go.
go. If I forget to say the G word, but I turn around and I look like I'm waiting for you to, that means I said it in my head probably and forgot to say it out loud. I was nervous for you to do an art project learning from a video like the kids at home are going to be doing until I saw your Smurfs and your Smurf, well, I guess I kind of taught your Smurf house, but your Smurfs that was totally on video looks so good. Mrs. Losi, my co-teacher from last year, shout out to her. When we painted rocks, I took the Smurf and Smurf houses to show her because I wanted her to see them and she was so impressed. Okay, my next one. What, this guy who did the Smurf video was British?
No, it was the Gargamel one. He was like, no. It was every single Smurf video. Yeah, it was just.
Well, I didn't want to ruin this, but maybe I'll be British too. The next piece
Yeah.
is going to come down, and it's a little bit bigger. The pieces are getting bigger. This is a bigger part of the tree.
Ooh, these are getting long.
And then you're going to erase the inside line. We don't want the inside line. Stellar, hello.
Hello. Did you just notice that Stella does that every single time? Hello. Hello.
Let's see how many we're supposed to end up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we only need 2 more. 2 more pieces
Hold on.
of the tray. Thank you, sir.
Please hold on for my ride. Cold.
Hang, hold tight. Duke just told me he doesn't have as much tree left, and that's okay. Remember when we drew our veteran people? Some people didn't have room for legs. Their picture was just closer. Juliana has a lot of room left, so she might need to do a few more than I. That's good. That looks great, though. That's how I want it to look. I don't want them to look the same. If I wanted them to look the same, I would draw it, copy it, and then just give it to you to color. That would be it.
Boring. That would just feel like.
I didn't want to say it, but Chow said it. Okay, the next one. A little bit bigger. Out, in, kind of more of the same. Hassan, how you doing back there?
Good.
Okay. Erase my inside lines.
Mine just looks funny.
You have a lot more space left, Hassan?
I'm a little bit jelly.
If you still have a lot of space left, you might want to just start making them bigger, but you also just might have to add more, and that's okay. I only have room to add one more. Raise your hand if you're already out of room on your tree. So you can either add another one, or that can be your tree. I think it looks good either way. You have room for another row, but if you want to leave it like that, you can. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go fix this.
Huh?
I'm gonna go fix it.
No, you don't have to erase it. You can just add one more. You don't have to erase anything.
No, right here.
No, it looks fine. You can just add one here. That's fine. It looks great.
You know what?
Draw that back. That looks too good. Good day. So my last one's gonna come out. And watch this, even I noticed on here. I don't have to start mine out here. I can start right here and go out. I would just have to make sure I erase. Oops.
Two of my books.
I'm just gonna have to go back and erase any of the pencil lines I don't want that were part of the first tree. Like that. Now I don't have room for another one, but if you still have more tree left, you'll just add however many more rows of the pine tree you need.
I think I'm full. I still need more.
Okay, so add another row. I'll come around and look. So that's what mine looks like. That looks wonderful. That's gonna look great. That looks great. Make sure you're erasing extra lines. You don't need any of those lines. Only the pine tree the pointy lines. I don't want to see any of these lines that we drew first. You shouldn't have any of those.
Are we gonna finish the drawing today?
We'll definitely finish the drawing. You might not finish coloring, and that's okay. Looks great.
I might finish.
That looks great. You're not erasing any of your lines, so you need to erase the first lines you drew.
I'm gonna do that after.
Well, I don't want you to do it after. I want you to do it as I'm teaching it and asking you to.
Whoa, we've
So
been
you'll
on
need
here
to
for
go-
17 minutes.
Now so erase
It was like an hour.
all these. The first lines that you drew.
Well, you know what? You're running for
Okay. Pause and all eyes up here really quick. When you look at your tree, you should not see any of these lines. The very first lines that we drew that look like that.
No way, Jose.
We've added everything. This should be completely erased because mine was here, but now you can't see it. If you still have some lines to erase, that's okay. I'm gonna let you go back and do it. I'm gonna keep going though. Bentley, if you get behind, you're okay. Mrs. Cooey will help you and I can help you later if I need to, okay, buddy? That was the trickiest part, what you already did. So the next part, Hassan, pause, you keep erasing because everybody else is going to add the Christmas ornaments. We're just doing Christmas balls. You're going to get to color them how you want. So I'm going to add, you don't have to do them exactly where I am. We are just going to do round ornaments for everyone, just for time's sake. And also when you trace with a Sharpie, if you did detailed ornaments, that would take forever. So you can go ahead and go add yours as I'm doing mine. Go. I'm not going to count how many ornaments you have, but imagine if this were a tree decorated outside in your yard, how you would want it to look. Outside, it's going to be an outside tree.
Mine is huge, so I'm gonna have it.
But remember, you also have to trace with a Sharpie and color. So if you draw 397 ornaments,
There's no way I'm doing that.
okay, good. I don't think that's a very good number either. That's way too many. I might even have too many on mine. This example doesn't have as many as I'm putting.
Can we draw the stump?
Not yet, but yes, we're going to.
I'm only doing that. Slowly. Why don't you do this on paper like
And I think my marker rule is going to be only the star and the ornaments can be marker this time. That will make them look like they're actually lit up. And then the tree in the background, I want to be crowns or colored pencils or both. Okay, if you're not quite done with your ornaments, pause your ornaments because there's only a couple steps left. And then you can go back to finishing. Do you have a question, Orangey?
Is this one a light rule?
Very good question. He asked if this was a no white rule. It's not, because
The lights.
there's snow
And the lights.
and a moon that's white.
And the stars. So all we have to
Okay,
do-
somebody asked me about the stump. This is an outside tree, so definitely it needs a stump. I'll squat down. There's my stump, just 2 lines down. And then the line that it's sitting in the snow. So there's my stump in the snow. But since it's sitting in the snow, we're gonna need a horizon line, so you need to come up somewhere and draw a horizon line. So this, bless you, would be all white. This will be your white snow.
Okay. All of it.
And Hassan, your pine tree will just be in the winter, so I want you to have snow lines, okay, buddy?
Yeah. And I love winter. It's my favorite season.
Well, you know what? I like to hear that because so many people don't. And I'll be honest, I used to not like winter at all, and it put me in a bad mood and it made me cranky. And just in the last 5 years or so, I don't mind it. I don't like being cold, but I don't mind snow. It just doesn't make me cranky anymore, and I'm glad. I'm getting wise in my old age.
I don't get what I don't like winter because it's so cold.
Yeah, I like being inside warm.
I like it so
Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done with this part. Thank you for the thumbs up, Connor.
I caught up with y'all.
I'm gonna come up here. I do want everyone to have a moon. We are all gonna be in the night sky. I am gonna let you choose. Jill Cherry Holmes would call this a toenail moon. It's like a crescent moon. Actually, no, a toenail moon would be a lot smaller.
I'm doing a circle.
If you would like a full moon, I don't mind if you want a full moon. You get to choose what phase of the moon, as long as you can tell it's a moon.
I'm doing like crater in the moon. My baby finger. Mine looks like a banana, a skinny banana.
And I thought these were stars, but I believe they're snowflakes.
I know something. I'm good.
And I'm gonna actually let you choose this part too. If you want it to be snowing in your picture, you can add these snowflakes. If you want them to resemble stars, you could, and I'm gonna even let you choose the background. This background is blue. If it were at night, it would be a black background. So I'm gonna let you choose what color for your background. If you want a daytime Christmas tree or a nighttime.
You said
You can choose a black background or a blue background. I'm gonna add snowflakes to mine. But remember, you have to trace them with a Sharpie.
I'm gonna do stars.
What did we draw that had stars in the background? The baby Yoda?
Yeah, and it was just circle stars.
Yeah, and those looked good. You may go. Add snow if you want to, or stars. If you just want a solid background, that's okay too.
Can it be what kind of pattern we want? Maybe like a circle with lines.
Can I start sharpening?
Just remember, you have to trace with Sharpie. Nope, I don't want anyone to Sharpie yet, because I'm going to come around and give the Jimmy Taylor check. What?
The black and stars. I want the black.
Just remember, you have to trace over with Sharpie, whatever you do. But yes. Okay, there's my snowflakes. What, bud?
How many stars do you have to do?
I'm not going to count, so whatever you think looks good. If there's only a few stars in the sky, then that's all you need to do.
Mr. T, I mess up with my words too. I
If-
say at least.
If you do snowflakes, though, stars aren't always even. When it's snowing, it's usually snowing in one spot like this. It's pretty much even. I shouldn't just draw 5 snowflakes here and nothing here. Do what? Yep, so yours just goes off the page. That's fine. Bless you. Okay, when I come around and check, bless you. What's step number 2 after you've done this? Sharpie. Paper underneath your other paper so you don't Sharpie your desk. Take your time and then erase neatly. But don't start Sharpieing until I give you the thumbs up. Sir, I like how you always get it out of there. Will you come around here and hit stop on my phone, please? Thanks for watching Taylor Made for 3rd grade.